Happens every time, guys. It happens every time. Listen, y'all know I've been following this story for a long while. The Jeezy and Gina May situation, Jenny May or Jenny May. You know, I can't pronounce names very well. And I've been following it for a long time, guys. Right? We'll probably have a live during the course of the week as well coming up. But this situation is wild, y'all. The fact that obviously, that potentially he cheated on Jeanni Mai changes everything, right? Now, of course, the rumors originally were that she cheated in the beginning, which were denied by her team and said that she didn't cheat. Now the rumors are that he cheated. And if you guys remember the video that he did with Nia Long, he very vehemently said, men, black men, basically he doesn't cheat, basically. And I found that quite intriguing, right? So now we've got a situation where we've gone from Jeanni Mai kind of saying, she wants to work this out, wants to make the relationship work, doesn't want a divorce. And all of a sudden, we've gone from don't want a divorce to now being he cheated on her, right? Which is kind of wild. I'm not going to lie to you. That flip is mad. Now, I'm not saying it's true or false. I'm not backing anybody here particularly. What I would say is that if this is correct, he might be paying up quite a lot because this was in the prenup originally as well. I think she listed up to paragraph 8, which we'll read in a second or two as well for you guys. But it is interesting to find out this change. He's also instituted that he wanted to have a structured viewing time for the kids as well, right? And I thought it was really cool. I was like, okay, really good. Now, I don't know if his history, he's done it with other baby mothers. Maybe that's his way of doing things. I don't know. I think it's a good way. At least, then you have a structured time you're going to be seeing the kids regularly, right? And so, this is her almost response to the fact that now he doesn't want to work in a marriage. He's basically said he's not trying to work in a marriage. He's basically said he's not trying to make it work. He's not trying to go back there. And I said this before. I said something must, for him to get to a place, don't get just to listen, look, I think he's probably got some issues which he needs to deal with, right? But for him, especially a man, to get to a point where they're like, I don't want to do this no more so quickly. Something's happened. I don't think she necessarily cheated, but something's happened. And it could be that he did something. It could be that she did something and he's maybe guilty and feeling like it. Or it could be that she did something and he's unwilling to forgive, right? That she did something. And we spoke about this, about the dragon that she kept on speaking about with Sham Budi on her particular podcast. We're going to talk about a little bit about it. We're going to read the particular article as well for you guys so you can get a bit better perspective of what's happening. Before we do, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button for notification of uploads. For those of you who are returnees, you really know what it is. You got the minerals. Listen, we really appreciate it, guys. The numbers have been growing by the day. It's been killing it. And we're almost at 80,000 subscribers. So thank you so much, guys. Onto 100K. We're winning. You know what I mean? All right, let's get into the video. Let's play a little bit. Let's read the article a little bit. It says here, TMZ, which are always interesting when you get TMZ reporting something. I mean, they get the juice. You just don't know where to get it from. Jeanni Mai has responded to Jeezy's divorce petition, and she's more than insinuating that he cheated on her and claims that it will have a huge effect on their prenup and division of assets. According to the legal docs obtained by TMZ, Jeanni more than insinuates her estranged husband is guilty of infidelity. Her lawyer writes, wife reserves the right to amend this counterclaim to add other grounds for divorce, but which wife does not wish to specify a hearing at this time in hope this matter can be resolved without having to disclose such conduct publicly. Interesting. I mean, let's just pause it there quickly. I mean, in reality, I can see both sides here. My thing is, why wouldn't you want to say it? Because in reality, he's calling you out saying he wants a divorce, and he's not divorcing because of anything. He's not telling us the reason why he's divorcing. He wants to keep it quiet himself. And then you want to keep it quiet, but now you're coming out and saying you want a divorce because of so-and-so. Why are you doing it? My question is, why is Jeanni Mai now wanting to release the reason why the divorce is why it's happening, right? It seems a little bit vindictive too at the same time, right? Because if you say you want to keep it public, you want to keep it out of the public eye, you want to keep it private, why don't you guys divorce in silence and go about your business, right? Or is it because we want something else from him? Because let's be honest, like Jeanni Mai coming into the situation, what's really changed financially? Nothing really too tough as far as I'm concerned. Maybe I'm wrong. And for Jeezy, what's changed for him financially? Nothing really much. Everybody go about their business and go about their way. But it just seems vindictive that you're feeling hurt about the fact he wants to divorce, whether he cheated or not, doesn't make any difference. That we're now saying because we know that it's going to change the way that assets are divided. This is about punishing. It's not really about the divorce anymore. He doesn't want you anymore, sis. Get out of there. Go. But I can also see the other side, which is that, you know, if you did cheat, you know, hell have no fear like a woman that's scorned, my brother. And if you've done all that press tour with Nia Long talking about how, you know, men don't cheat, it might give us a bit more insight to why that video of Nia Long came out the way it did and why it dropped the way it did, because you're trying to create an aura and an image of innocence by doing that video, right? So, you know, let's just be honest about that too. You know, there's two sides to the story, all right, cool. But it says here, but it gets even more pointed. Why further shows a court should enforce paragraph 8 of the prenuptial agreement regarding infidelity, which provides in pertinent part that in event that either party engages in sexual relations. Now, this part is really important, right? Because the specification is very wide. Basically, I could cheat and I ain't even cheated. Let's just listen to this. That in the event that either party engages in sexual relations, an emotional relationship, or is emotionally or sexually suggestive in communication with a third party, all forms of electric communications, including not limited to texting, sexting, FaceTiming, social media, and or direct messages, shall result in significant financial penalty upon the adulterous party. So in some sense, if there's proof that he was either sexting, texting, FaceTiming, social media, DMing, any kind of sexually suggestive communication, there's a penalty. It's quite a wide spectrum, right? So it's not just cheating. It's not just him physically or emotionally getting into a relationship. Any kind of sexual suggestion, which, I mean, can be very, very gray in that area. You know what I mean? Like someone can take it some way, somehow, some way. So, but that's a very wide perspective they put on there. So paragraph 8. So even when they say, even when he says he hasn't cheated, does he mean he hasn't cheated in terms of paragraph 8, or does he mean he never slept with somebody? You know, sometimes we like to make these kind of deductions and deducements when really and truly we know the truth. We know that the reality of the situation is a bit of a mad one. In other words, she's accusing Jeezy of being unfaithful and claiming he's got to cough up a bunch of dough as a result. The docs do not say who exactly Jeezy was allegedly banging, talking to, or seeing. Okay, so my thing is this, right? Why all of a sudden? You're talking about you wanted to sort it out, but why all of a sudden? And then look, you wanted to sort it out. He doesn't sort it out. Then you change it now to him cheating, and he's gonna cough up money. It just seems like you're angry and you're hurt. You're going after his money. This is what I'm trying to say. Like it feels manipulative. It feels like, well, if you're not going to be with me, then I'm going to make sure you suffer. You know what I mean? That's why it sounds a bit manipulative. Now, of course, we're going to have to tell that Jeezy has to take accountability for this, because you chose this woman, and you chose a woman knowing what she had said about black people. So I don't want to hear qualms or complaints. Jeezy, you've got the issue. You keep choosing certain types of women. And if that's the case, you need to be accountable for this behavior, right? Nothing else to it, you know? Let's go on. It says here, Jeanni coming out with cheating allegations. Super interesting. As we first told you, Jeanni was being accused of cheating on Jeezy with Access Hollywood host Mario Lopez, but a source close to her told us it was bullcrap. Jeezy, who filed for divorce in August down in Georgia, also released a 29-track album, I Might Forgive, But I Don't Forget, in the wake of the split, and it's highlighted by the song Don't Cheat. Okay. And there's that video, obviously, of him saying about him cheating. I don't know if you can play it. It won't even play it. Forget it. Cheating was also a theme Jeezy kept referencing during his recent interview with Nia Long. I remember this as well. Now Jeanni is turning the tables and calling out Jeezy for allegedly being unfaithful. Well, somebody has been unfaithful. That's what we know.
My therapist always says, take care of little Nia. So when you see this photo of yourself, what feeling?
So, you know, in reality, the situation with Jeannie Mae and Jeezy, it's got a bit messy, and it's going to get even more messy. I've got another video I need to do about their parental schedule that they're looking to do, but it's giving a little bit of control from Jeannie a little bit, and it's giving a bit of vindictiveness from Jeannie. But like I said, we're waiting to see. Maybe there was cheating. If there was, then they might add some nuance and color to the reason why the situation is going the way it is. But again, at the moment, it feels a bit manipulative, because baby girl, you wanted to work this out. He was like, baby, we can work it out, work it out. You know what I mean? So why is it that we could work it out, and all of a sudden now, as we're divorcing, well, that's it. You were cheating. Let me leave it there for you guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification uploads. Let me know your thoughts down below, guys.